Hey, Phillip. All right, man. So we are going to knock out your billionth second here. I think in this little video, we're gonna take your birthday, December 11th, 1989, at 3:04 a.m., and we're gonna extrapolate from that and figure out a billion seconds forward what that'll take. So I think maybe the easiest way to do it is just to it's kind of like three things. First is figure out how many seconds you used in 1989. Like how many seconds were you alive in 89? Not very many, right? Because you were born right near the end of it. So let's first of all figure out how many seconds on December 11th. Okay, so if you were born at 3:04 a.m., let's just for the sake of argument just say it's 3:04 on the nose, 3:04. That means you were alive from minute 4 all the way through. Now I'm going to stop at 4 a.m. We're going to give you all the 3 o'clock hour minutes. You 56 of them from 4 up through 59. Okay, and that might seem weird. That might seem like 55, but remember you have to count the 4 minutes. So when you're born, that first minute, that's technically you're 0 minutes old, but you're living a minute. So 56 minutes. And let's change them. Go over here and change that to seconds using Google. So it's going to be 56 times 60. So that gives us 3,360 seconds so far. Whoops, seconds so far. Okay. Now we've got to let you live from 4 a.m. all the way through to midnight. So that's 4 a.m. to noon is 8 hours, and then noon to midnight is 12 more. So that's 20 hours. So that's 4 a.m. to midnight. That's 20 hours, which is, let's figure it out, 20 hours times 60 minutes in an hour times 60 seconds in a minute is 72,000. 72,000 seconds. So in 1989, you were alive 75,000. No, excuse me, not that. Excuse me. December 11th. I'm getting ahead of myself. December 11th, you were alive. You used 75,360 seconds. There we go. I can't talk about 1989 yet because we've got to do the rest of December. Okay, so now we got to do December 12th through the 31st. Now, if you think about that, that's going to be 20 days, right? Yeah, because if you were born on the 11th, that means 11 days had passed, and December has 31, so you have 20 more. So that's 20 days, which is 20. Oh, same 20. That's kind of fun. I mean, this is 20 days, so it's times 24 times 60 times 60. All right, so you've got, there we go. That makes a little more sense. My brain was shutting down earlier when I realized the number was too small. Okay, so that is 1,728,000 seconds. Now remember, we were having a little discussion about like what a million seconds is and a billion seconds and things like that in total fit. So this kind of makes sense if you think about it. You've got that many seconds, and that many seconds. Let's add all those up. So we got that plus 75,360. So you would have used that many seconds, millions of seconds, 1.8 million seconds in 1989. So in total, 1989, you used that many seconds. Cool. All right. Now we got to figure out the next bit. I'm going to make that a little bit larger so it stands out. We got to figure out now 1990 all the way through 2020, right? 2020, because that you turn 32 in 2021. So we're not going to count all of 2021 because you're going to change somewhere in the middle of that. We're also not going to I'm going to leave leap years out for right now. We'll deal with those in a second. But let's figure out this. How many years we have to go from 1990 through 2020. Now that looks like 30 years, but it's actually 31, which hopefully makes sense because you're going to be 31 next year. because you have to count 1990. If you go 2020 minus 1990, yeah, that's 30, but that's only how much bigger this year is than this one. It doesn't count this one. So that's actually 31 years. Now I'm going to do something that's actually mathematically wrong and then fix it later. So 31 years, if we assume no leap years, that's going to be 31 times 365 times 24 times 60 times 60. That gives us a whopping number. Yes, exactly. Which is that. Which is that. That's a hell of a lot of seconds. That's closing on a billion right there. So that's seconds. But now you got to remember that because some of those years were leap years, we have to add some seconds on. And in that list, let's go through them here. The leap years were 92, 96, 2000 was not, 04, 08, 12, 16, and 20. That last one, 2020, is going to be one too. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leap years, which means we have to add in 7 more days. And 7 more days is, I'm going to leave that one open for a second. 7 days is 7 times 24 hours in a day times 60 minutes in an hour times 60 seconds in a minute. That's an additional 604,800 seconds. Okay, it's not anywhere near as big as the previous one because it's only 7 days, but let's be accurate, right? So we got to add that to this one, and we get that. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. So we got 1990 through 2020, and you've used that many seconds lived. Not used. Used sounds kind of, sounds wrong. All right, so now we've got this many seconds, this many hundreds of millions of seconds, plus that many right there. Let's add that one in and get you to all the way up plus that. Can we do that with the commas? Will it let me do it? Nope, sure won't. Let's back it up and do it without the commas. Oh, the colon. Didn't like the colon either. There we go. That's how many seconds you've been alive now. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Okay, so from birth to the end of 2020, you've lived 980,024,000 seconds. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So now we are closing. Now we're closing on a billion. So it's going to happen in 2021. Now here, this is where I'm actually going to use Excel, I think, to help us out. I think Excel probably makes the most sense to use because I don't exactly, I want to make a new one here. Yes, January, February, I think Excel would be able to recognize this. And yeah, there we go. We're not going to have to go all the way to December, but I'm going to have Excel count for me seconds as we go. So January's got 31 days. I'm going to put days up here. I don't know why we're not typing. All of a sudden I can't type. What's going on with that? I don't understand why I'm not typing all of a sudden. Days. 31 typed. This is weird. Oh, just lost my spreadsheet. Okay, now we're back. February 2021 is not a leap year, so it's got 28 days. March is 31. Sorry about that weird slamming the keyboard, Phillip. 30 April, 31 May, 30 June is my birthday, 31 July, 31 August, and I got a feeling it's going to happen somewhere in here. I'll go into September just to play it safe. Okay, how many minutes is that? Well, that's going to be equal to this times 24 times, you know what, let's just go straight to seconds, times 60 times 60. Let's just go straight to seconds. There's no reason to stop at minutes. There. That's how many seconds January has. And this is all the way down through. You'll notice you got some repetition here. January, March, May, and so forth have the same number because they have the same number of days. Now here's where we're going to have some fun. We're going to do the cumulative seconds in this column. And this is a fun little formula I learned years ago. Sum of this and itself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fix the first one as an absolute reference. So then when I drag it down, what it'll do is it'll add that one to that one and put that here. And if I drag it down again, it'll add these two to that one and put it here. And if I keep going, eventually I have to get to a very special number. And that number is whatever's left between here and a billion. So let's figure that out now. In 2021, you need to live that many seconds more. So you need to live 1 billion minus this. Let's figure out what that is. 1 billion minus that. Now, where is that? It's right. Is that the number we're using? I've forgotten already. Is it that? Yeah, it is. Okay. So what we can do is we can cheat a little bit and just put a 1 billion in front of that. 1 minus all of this. We've got to get to this number. I'm going to put that number in Excel as a reference. I'm going to put it like right here. So what is that number? That is 19 million. 19. You know what we can do? Actually, you know it's kind of fun we can do. Equals if less than or equal to that. Leave it blank, otherwise type an X. And I think what this will do for us is it'll flag when our sum has exceeded this. Okay, I'm going to drag this all the way down. And I'm going to drag the formula all the way down. Aha! It happened in August. Okay, right there. You can actually see it right there. Up through July, we've used 18.3 million more seconds right here. Let me zoom this in so you can see it better. So that means you turn a billion seconds in August. Damn, I was hoping it was going to be in September or October so we could do it during Total Fit. Ah, shit. All right, whatever. You'll do it in August. I'll come do victories with you or something. Not a billion, though. Okay, so we've got to take that number right there. 18,316,800. 18,316,800. 18,316,800. I'm going to stop trying to remember it. Okay, so through August, you lived, August 2021, you lived, let's see, check that number again, which I already forgot, 18,316,800, 18,316,800, 18,316,800 seconds. So, I should say through July, not through August. So in August, you have to live, and we have to subtract this from, what the hell is that? Why is that saying that? Oh, because I zoomed. So we got to do this minus that. You got to live that many more. 1,659,040. 1,659,040. Hang that whole 1,659,040. 1,659,040. Okay, so 1,659,040 seconds more. That's all we got to do. We got to figure out when that happens in August. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide that number. We're going to go the other way now. I know I've been doing a lot of multiplication, but now we're getting close. I'm going to divide that number by the number of seconds in a day. And the number of seconds in a day is going to be 24 times 60 times 60. It's 86,400. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and divide it by 86,400. And it tells me 19.2 and some change. Okay, so that means I got 19 days full in August. You have to go all the way through August 19th. And then you have to go into August 20th because the 0.2 is the next part of the day. It was going to be early in that day. Okay, so August 19th, we got to figure out what's left over after that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 19 times 86,400. Oops, I didn't put an equal sign. Okay, and then I'm going to do equals that minus that. Okay, so let me write some of this down over here in the Word document. Okay, I always have to leave. 19 days of August give you, what did I just say in Excel? It gives you that many seconds. I wonder if I can copy that and just paste the value. Well, let me, 1641600. 1641600 seconds. The remaining, whatever's left, which we said was 17440. 440 happen on August 20th. So now we know what day it happens. It happens on August 20th. Now we got to do is figure out when this is. When is 17440? Okay. So first of all, let's divide that by 24 to figure out how many, or divide by 3600, excuse me, to figure out how many hours it is, right? And so we're going to divide that equals that divided by, now why 3600? It's 60 minutes and 60 seconds in a minute. It's 3600 seconds in an hour. Okay, we're closing. We're closing. We got 4 hours. So it's after 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So that gives us, it's in the 4 o'clock hour. Now what we got left is we got to do 4 times the 3600. I forgot the equal sign again. I'm getting excited. I'm screwing up basic Excel, Philip. All right, then we got to do this minus this, which is exactly, oh, it's 3040. I thought I had that. Okay, 3040. That's how many seconds are left. So now we're going to take that and divide it by 60. Oops, divided by 60. And that gives us 50 extra minutes. Oh, getting close. So now, so far, it's at 450. And then we have to figure out how many seconds. 450. And then we've got, oh yeah, 2/3. I know what that is. That's 0.66666. That's 2/3 of a minute, which means it's not 450, it's 450 and 40 seconds. So, on your billionth second is going to be August, what did I just say, 20th, 2021 at 4:50 a.m. and 40 seconds. When is August 20th, 2021? Day of week, August 20th, 2021. It's a Friday. All right, there you go. It's going to be a Friday. So you know when it's going to be Friday, August 20th, 2021 at 4:50, 40. Now, one thing you probably want to make a note of, all this math was based on the assumption you were born literally exactly at 3:04 a.m. You could have been born somewhere in the 3:04. As a matter of fact, it's more likely that you were born somewhere in the 3:04 hour. So if I were you, I would add and subtract a minute from this just to play it safe. So I would say, to play it safe, start celebrating at 4:49 and 40 seconds and keep celebrating all the way through 4:51 and 40 seconds. That's what I would do, my man, because that way you've got it covered with 100% certainty. That way you don't make any assumptions. All right, man. That was a lot of arithmetic, but there you have it. You've got your billionth second. Friday, August 20th, 2021 at 4 o'clock and 50 minutes in the morning and 40 seconds. I should probably put AM on there. There you go. Even though it's pretty obvious. It's not 1600, it's 4. So, all right, dude. We'll see you in Total Fit. I won't see you tomorrow because I'm streaming up in Madras, but I will see you next week on Thursday because I'm streaming. I'm missing this Thursday because of the math contest and next Tuesday because of more streaming. So I will get there when I get there, but otherwise enjoy your billionth second. And I wanted to respect your demands to have it before the second week of the term. Rock on, Phil. See you in Total Fit.